Nikola Jokic continued to solidify his MVP case on Christmas Day with a performance for the ages. Against the Phoenix Suns, Jokic dropped a mind-boggling 41 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists. This incredible performance was not only the Joker's 7th triple-double of the season, but it was also the most points in a triple-double on Christmas Day. And what makes this even more absurd is that this was his third 40-point game over his last 6 games. Jokic also had 43 against the Wizards, 40 against the Hornets, and over his last 6 games, he's on an absolute tear with averages of 32 points, 15 rebounds, and 11 assists on 60% shooting from the field and 43% from 3. Nikola Jokic is having one of the greatest individual seasons in NBA history for the 3rd year in a row. And Jokic is also dominating from a team perspective where the Nuggets have the 1 seed in the West. And he's doing this while not having a single teammate that's made the All-Star team in his career, unlike other MVP candidates. Voter fatigue will be a factor, but NBA award voters should be able to see that Jokic should be the clear MVP this season, even if it's for the 3rd year in a row. Jokic is having an unreal amount of success with his MVP level play, and you too can have success with your sports betting when you join Underdog. I love playing Pick'em where you simply pick between 2 and 5 players and take the higher or lower on their stats that night. It's very easy to set up and you can win 20 times your entry fee. Just recently, I made some money where I predicted that the Joker would dish over 9 assists on Christmas. So if you want to get a piece of this action and make some money, use the link in the description to download Underdog today and use the promo code MOREHOOPS to get a 100% match bonus of up to $100. Now on with the video. Recently, Jokic is a lot more aggressive looking to score one-on-one, which is why his points per game has skyrocketed. At 6'11 and 280 pounds, he's way too big and strong for most defenders to stop in the low post. He rarely even dunks the ball, but he's got an incredible touch around the basket, so once he's in the paint, it's automatic. Even if he can't get all the way to the rim, he's mastered the fadeaway and he can even hit these off one leg. Because he's impossible to stop down low, he draws a lot of fouls, which not only helps him to get easy points on the board, but also get opposing big men in foul trouble. And Jokic is also dominant operating out of the mid-post, where he's automatic from mid-range. And at nearly 7 feet tall, with his high release point, his jumper is nearly impossible to guard. Because he's automatic from mid, this allows him to easily pump fake defenders, get them off their feet, and get all the way to the rim. The Joker's incredible shot making often bails the Nuggets out at the end of the shot clock. Here the Nuggets appear to be in a bad spot with the ball almost going out of bounds, but KCP saves it and gets it to Jokic. Jokic sees there's 5 seconds left and makes this one-legged circus shot to give Denver the 6-point lead in overtime. Jokic is also a good scorer in the 2-man game, and the Nuggets get plenty of good shots running pick and roll with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. Jokic sets really solid screens, and because Murray is a serious scoring threat, the defense has to focus on him, which allows Jokic to get easy baskets as a roll man. Jokic isn't a lob threat due to his limited athleticism, but as discussed before, he's got great touch around the basket, so these floaters from 5 feet away are automatic. Jokic can also pick and pop, where these open mid-range jumpers are pretty much like a layup, and recently he's starting to knock down the 3 ball at a very high percentage. And because defenses tend to get worried about Jokic in the 2-man game, this often allows Murray to get downhill and all the way to the basket. Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic also generate offense together through handoffs, and because they're both dynamic offensive players, defenses are forced to pick their poison. If the defense plays conservative, Murray can get an open 3, but if they defend more aggressively, he can drive to the basket and score at the rim. If they hedge hard, Jokic can roll to the rim where he's extremely dangerous. And guys like KCP and Bruce Brown also get a ton of good shots running handoffs with Jokic. But the biggest beneficiary of Jokic's passing has easily been Aaron Gordon. Gordon has never gotten so many easy baskets in his life, which is why he's averaging 17 a game on a career-high 61% field goal percentage. The second Jokic gets the ball in the post, Gordon knows to immediately cut hard, and Jokic often finds him for lobs and dunks. Jokic is also great at recognizing when Gordon has a mismatch in the post and delivering the entry pass to set him up for an easy basket inside. Overall, Jokic and Gordon have developed a great chemistry together. Jokic draws a ton of defensive attention because of how dominant he is as a scorer, and this is what allows him to make his teammates better. Notice how on this post-up how all 5 Suns players are in the paint, and this allows him to find KCP for the open 3. And Jokic can dissect defenses not just in the half court but also in the full court. Few 7-footers can take the ball coast to coast, but Jokic is skilled enough to not only lead the fast break, but find his teammates for dunks and layups in transition. And what's even more incredible is that Jokic can make cross-court passes with just one hand and find his teammates on the money for fast break buckets. Overall, Jokic is the biggest driver of offense in the NBA. This is why he not only leads the NBA in offensive rating, but also leads the NBA in win shares, player efficiency rating, and box plus minus. Despite coming off 2 MVP seasons, Jokic is having arguably his greatest individual season. And as long as the Nuggets remain at the top of the Western Conference, there's no reason the Joker shouldn't raise his 3rd MVP trophy at the end of the season. But anyway, now I want to hear from you guys. Should Jokic win the MVP this season? Tell me in the comments. Like Jokic, I'm also trying to achieve greatness. I'm trying to hit 12K subscribers before the end of the year. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more dope content on Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, please like the video and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and happy holidays.